Alright, this is Matt the Misfit, guys. What's up? We are here doing NXT TakeOver 30, Triple XX, whatever you want to call it, and SummerSlam 2020 predictions. I'm here with some of my good friends here. We got Aaron, all the way from Ireland. Crazy, right? We got Big Mike here.
Yo, what's going on?
And we've got Kratos here.
Too sweet, motherfuckers.
And DeMonta. I'm just kidding. Alright. So I believe Mike didn't watch NXT last night. I don't blame him. The show wasn't that good, especially the ending. No. That kind of ruined everything for everybody. Aaron and I did watch NXT. I'm not sure. Chris, did you watch NXT last night? I
was working.
Did you?
So I was working on. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I have it recorded though.
But you basically know what's already went down.
I got the gist.
Okay.
Yeah, so, from their YouTube videos.
All right, so we're gonna
claim good viewership.
All right, so we're gonna start off with the pre-show, which was it's a random match, but I don't know where this third team came in unless I've missed it. It's gonna be Breezango versus 1 and 2, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Joaquin Final and Raul Mendoza of Fantasma's duo. No more contendership match. Who do you guys got and why? I'm gonna start with Aaron first.
I'm gonna go with Legado del Fantasma.
Wow.
I think they're trying to push this as a really dominant faction. I think the best way to give that is give them all the gold.
Really? Agreeable.
All right, Mike, what you got?
I agree. You need to establish them in a match. I don't know if they had a match already in NXT, but if not, this is a good way to establish them.
I think they wrestled last night, actually.
They wrestled last night. That's what happens when you don't.
Yeah, it was a six-man tag, though, right?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a 6-man tag with
Isaiah Swerve's got it with Breezango.
Which is a match I'm surprised they haven't added to the card.
Yeah. Oh well.
Really?
It'd be good to establish them as a tag team, not just as a 6-man. So.
Yeah.
All right, what you got, Kratos?
I'm in the same boat as Aaron and Mike. Legado del Fantasma.
Well,
because like they said, and they both bring good points. I also bring the point of what has Breezango ever done? What has Breezango done since being moved to NXT outside of getting their asses kicked? They're the ones taking the pinfall possibly in this match.
Well, here's where
they both get kidnapped at some point by Legado del Fantasma too.
Well, here's where I think is my shocker prediction. I'm going with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch here.
All right.
Because I don't see them going with a heel versus heel tag team title match, and you would want them to take them off of a babyface tag team. I don't think Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch are going to win the tag titles, but it just makes more sense for to do Imperium versus Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan first, and build another tag team up down the road. Breezango's already had their shot at the tag team titles and lost.
Mm-hmm. And they continue to lose constantly outside of 6-man tag matches.
Plus, Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan has only had one title shot just being in NXT. That was that outstanding match 2 years ago, or was it last year, at TakeOver, surprising TakeOver match with the Undisputed Era. So.
Oh, I think that was when they were being booed and Cole was ringside, right? That was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I think it was Rumble weekend that year.
No, it was Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Yeah, definitely 2 years ago.
And then immediately after the match, those two got a standing ovation, and everybody became fans of them.
Aaron, what was that? I heard a glass break.
I kicked one over.
All right, so surprising. I'm the only one who went with Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch, but hey, that's you go.
How did you put it that way?
Well, nobody's going with Breezango, obviously. Nobody was going to go with Breezango.
I see them better fitting them if they split them up. I can see them better fitting the North American title picture.
I can see Breeze out of the solo act.
Besides, Breeze has won almost would have been NXT champion at one point if he wasn't called up, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's had how many shots at the NXT championship, right?
I think it's like a 2 or 3. That's about it.
And they were really good main events that he was in too.
Mm-hmm.
And his match with that person who I'm not going to name was really good also.
Yep. Then he also has the.
I know who you're talking about.
He also has the credit. He also has the. What's the word I'm looking for? The respect of Jushin Thunder Liger. Yeah, he lost to him in a 10-minute good 10-minute match.
Yeah, imagine that. Tyler Breeze can be the only guy to say, "I got to wrestle Jushin Liger in a WWE ring," in front of a.
They might bring that up in his Hall of Fame speech. I mean, when Liger's put into the Hall of Fame.
I still don't know how they pulled that off.
Listen, Triple H is really good at his job. Okay.
Yep.
Obviously.
I mean, if he was able to get Io Shirai in a contract for WWE, I'm pretty sure he was able to get.
Well, it took him a year to get Io Shirai though, because she was supposed to be in the first Mae Young.
I mean, this is the same guy who was able to get Ultimate Warrior Bruno Sammartino back into the WWE.
That's a fair point.
Good point. And plus, Bruno had hated the WWE, according to what I heard on What Culture Wrestling, for about 25 years because of the Attitude Era.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, but all right, we're going to move on to the main card, which I think is going to open the show, which it always does. It seems like they always open the show with these when they're on the show. It's the NXT North American Championship match. Well, the story going on here is Keith Lee won both the NXT and North American Championships view at the Grand Rapids Bash against Adam Cole, baby. And decided to give up the North American Championship, which is going to be weird. I'm giving my prediction later. So now, I guess to go back, what's the word I'm looking for? Commemorate the first North American Championship match. It's a ladder match. I think it's going to open the show. We got Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Johnny Gargano, and he who shall not be named, Mr.
Patrick Clark.
Yes.
Go with that.
Yeah, Patrick Clark. Who you going with and why? And since I heard Kratos start first, he can go with that one.
Well, obviously, it's not going to be Mr. Clark. It's going to be, for me, Bronson Reed. I'm going with a wild card with Bronson Reed.
Are you going for that thick boy, huh?
It came out on top in the melee involving all the men. And I seriously think, even though he might not win, there's a good possibility he could have a good showcase and win based on that.
Going with the thick boy there. Oh, that's good. That's actually great. That's actually not a good bad pick there. Aaron, who you got?
I was going to go Tick Boy for the same reason, but then after seeing NXT, I don't think he's going to win it.
Ooh.
I don't think Grimes is going to win it because he was the first one to hold the title.
Oh, I think I know who you're going with.
I think it's going to be Gargano.
Wow. That's who I thought you were going with.
Ooh.
I think they're going to go Gargano.
North American champion.
People are saying from the start he's part of the Retribution thing. So I think this is the way of getting him out of people's minds, but still have him in the faction at the end of the day.
Yeah, that whole thing is why I don't think he's winning, though.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
Yeah, I think I'm going with Bronson Reed as well. I think they're putting some stock into him, just for a little bit. You know, they gave him didn't they give him a video package?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So
they also gave him an interview.
They want to give him. They want to get him familiar with a lot of people. So it's a good way to do it.
Well, that's a good pick. Now I'm torn between two names here. One is probably the more likely one that they're probably going to do is Damian Priest is one.
Mr. Formerly Punishment Martinez.
And then the other one I would like to see it, and he's going to be my pick, it's Cameron Grimes.
Yes!
Because,
all right.
Because if you notice how they've been pushing him, they really like Cameron Grimes. And just think about it. You can have, he's the kind of heel that would work for a championship. That he can be a slight heel and just not want to defend the championship at all. but is being.
Didn't he also used to go by the name Trevor Lee in Impact, by the way?
That was the name I was thinking of the other day. I couldn't think of it. It was another name he went by. But yeah, Cameron Grimes is my pick. I think he
was really good in Impact.
I think he would be a perfect heel champion for the North American champion. And if you want to, and they're building this feud up with Damian Priest. Damian Priest can chase Cameron Grimes for the NXT North American Championship.
Plus, he has that win over Damian Priest he can keep dodging him for.
Yep. Because I think Finn Balor, when we get to, that's the next match we can go to next. Because I think Finn Balor is going to be a challenger for a certain title change after Takeover. All right, so Aaron's got Gargano. Mike and I believe
Kratos
has got Braun to Reed, and I got Cameron Grimes. So, wow,
all right,
that's gonna be. Ooh, I'm interested. The ladder match is gonna be good regardless of what. It's a ladder match. They always
it's a blasted ladder match in NXT. They're always good.
Yeah. I mean,
some of the best indie ladder matches in the business.
I mean, that one ladder match with the women may have been without the probably was due to the crowd. It wasn't that good because of the crowd not being there. So,
yeah.
Next up, I just talked about a second ago. It was a match that was announced earlier today, which is kind of obvious. We kind of saw that coming a little bit. It's Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher. This could be really good. This could be really, really good. But I think Finn Balor's going to win this. They're on building a momentum with Finn Balor. And it would probably be stupid for him to lose after losing last night.
Yep.
So, and I think
plus he's the one that dubbed the Prince's back anyway, referring to Prince Deville.
Yeah, and I didn't think about this until until earlier today. But the last Thatcher can, the guy he was doing the move on had a Finn Balor shirt on. I'm like, now that I think about it, that actually makes sense. Now I know why they're doing this match.
Yep.
So, all right, Aaron, who you got?
I'm also gonna go with Balor.
You're not saying that. You're not just saying. Wait, you're not.
Way
Hold on. You're not just. You're just not saying that because you're Irish, right? I'm just fucking with you.
I'm saying for both reasons.
All right, continue.
But I think he's the easy option, isn't he? He's the one that has to win.
Yeah. Especially if there's if it's for the reason I think they're gonna use him for afterwards.
Yeah, build him up more.
Oh, it's not. When we get to the main event, I'll tell you why. So.
Yeah.
Mike, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going with Balor too. Outside of the triple threat that he was in, he hasn't really done anything. So this would be a good way to build him back up.
Yeah, it does, and I don't think it would hurt Thatcher at all. He's technically Thatcher's only lost one match two. He's only lost two matches, and they're far apart from each other. One with Matt Riddle a few months ago, and then was it last week or the week before? It might have been the week before, whatever triple threat match he was in, which was with Dexter Lumis and it was Finn Balor. That's right. No, it was Finn Balor. Yeah, that's another reason. The reason why Dream and Gargano won this match is because Dexter Lumis got injured and is no longer in this match. So now,
God damn it!
I think about this now. Cameron Grimes, if he becomes the champion, imagine when Dexter Lumis comes back and he's eyeing Cameron Grimes.
Yep.
Yeah, or looming in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
just like he was with the Undisputed Era.
To see them more than I like to see him versus Grimes.
Hmm. You say that again?
That's kind of why I picked Gargano, because I like to see him versus Gargano more.
I know, but I don't think Gargano's going to be staying in NXT after the TakeOver.
I know. It's a weird pick, but I'm going to stick with it.
Alright, Kratos, who you got?
I'm going to go with Timothy Thatcher,
Wow.
but listen to my reason.
Okay.
With a returning Jordan Devlin to interfere to make Finn Balor lose.
Well,
Okay, I'm Irish.
Travel's restrictions be damned in case he isn't.
hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wouldn't he want to go after Santos Escobar?
True, but if they want to rebuild him based on the fact that like him and Finn Balor had a match in the first NXT Takeover,
For
which was a
Blackpool, the UK one.
Yeah, Blackpool. Yeah. If they want to rebuild on that before he goes after Escobar, we could have a babyface Jordan Devlin rolls over based on that Blackpool match.
I don't know. I don't know if a babyface Jordan Devlin's going to work though.
It's an idea.
And technically, if you really think about it, Finn Balor's technically a babyface there.
True.
Yeah.
Even though he portrays himself as a heel, he's still a babyface.
So there's that. This match is going to be really good though. I do trust it. It's Balor and Thatcher. I know I joked online yesterday about it not me liking Thatcher anymore. I do really like Thatcher. I'm not, but
yeah.
I do hope he joins Imperium at some point. That's my I think that's going to happen whenever they can bring Walter in.
Or at least when Finn Balor, or at least when Alexander Wolf gets his travel restrictions lifted as well.
I think Wolf lives in America. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Okay, this one might be actually a little bit difficult to predict. I don't know. Maybe it's Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. Oh man. I know some people are going to say there's some thinking that the Undisputed Era may turn on Adam Cole. I don't think that's going to happen.
Why? If they turn on Adam Cole, that means Adam Cole's main roster bound.
First of all, why would you break up Undisputed Era? Secondly, it seems like they're doing a babyface run with Adam Cole and Undisputed Era.
Yep.
And thirdly, I think they're all getting called up together. Because really, there is nothing left for Undisputed Era to do in NXT.
Unless they all want the North American Championship at least once.
That being said, I think Adam Cole's winning this match. After last night, I think Adam Cole's winning after what happened last night. So
his contract is still like for another year, right?
No, I think he signed a new 3-year deal.
Oh, good.
So
good.
Yeah, he's not. Adam Cole's an NXT lifer, or not NXT lifer, but WWE lifer.
If only we can convince his girlfriend the same. The WWE, of course, not us, not we as in us.
So, all right. So, Chris, what do you got?
That's a bit weird.
Who do you got to win this match?
Cole, obviously. Panama Sunrise, last shot, 1, 2, 3.
Man, imagine football.
Man can take a Panama Sunrise right, of course.
NFL player.
The way I see it, this is just another Lawrence Taylor situation from WrestleMania 11. Just the football players losing this time around.
I mean, but then again, Mongo won the United States Championship. So.
But here's the thing, though. After looking at Pat McAfee's training video, he's better than both of them.
Yeah, I was about to say he does look ready for this match.
I mean, anyone is better than Mongo. Okay.
Anyone's better than Lawrence Taylor at this point, because Lawrence Taylor, apparently, I was watching some more videos, he concussed himself early in the match. They actually had to put him on their shoulders after they won, because they didn't know where the hell he was.
All right, so Mike, who do you got in this match?
I know it's gonna be, a wild choice.
He's gonna say, I know
Pat McAfee.
Wow, there it is.
I'm going with Pat McAfee. I got to.
There it is. Oh, what? I'm very curious to what your reasoning is there.
I mean, I think I saw somebody said that Triple H said in his conference call that we weren't gonna see the last of Pat McAfee. So I was like, either they got something rolled up their sleeve, or they're going with something. They gotta have something planned.
I said yesterday the Aaron, I'm like, I would not be surprised if Undisputed Era faces those 4 guys in War Games. I would not be shocked if they do that.
I mean, what else is there to do? I mean,
though
they
if
gotta have something.
Again, this is the same Pat McAfee who told Michael Cole apparently reportedly to go fuck himself at last year's WrestleMania over the pre-show wearing.
Look, I would have said go fuck yourself to Michael Cole too. Okay.
Still over shorts, and he told him to go. He almost quit that night.
Yeah, I think wasn't that his first night on the job?
Yeah.
He already told him go fuck yourself. That's cool. That's
his
classic.
first night on the job was WrestleMania.
35. Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
Pre-show.
What a heck of a way to
over some shorts. Over some shorts that he was wearing.
I mean,
they told him not to wear jorts. He wasn't wearing jorts. Michael Cole got upset over it, and then he almost walked out of the building, the stadium, telling someone in management, tell Michael Cole he can go fuck himself.
That's funny. That's a great. Oh man. Okay, so
and yet the same man was still still doing it on-field interviews for the XFL. That's why I said that the WWE influence in XFL was bullshit, based on Pat McAfee being on the field for half of those games.
Okay, so Pat McAfee one threw me off a little bit. Aaron, who do you got?
Also Pat McAfee.
Damn, I was not expecting that one.
I have it for the exact reason you mentioned there.
Wow.
War Games.
Wow.
It's the only stipulation Undisputed have been involved in every time since it happened.
Good point.
I am at the point where I want to see another team that isn't working Undisputed there, because I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest with you, as much I wasn't really a fan of the tag titles, singles, and all this, and then the 2 singles titles being part of War Games instead of being defended on the show.
Yeah, but I can see War Games being Undisputed Era's last hurrah in NXT.
I don't know. I think they may be drafted though. So.
But also think about it this way: how many War Games matches have they actually won out of all 3 so far? 1?
Yeah, one. They won the first one.
They won the first one, yeah.
Because I believe Cole pinned Eric Young. So.
Yes.
No, he pinned. I think he pinned Roddy.
I think it was Eric Young.
No,
it was Eric Young because Eric Young took the share shot to the head.
Last shot into the face of him and pinned him.
Because also Eric Young is the veteran who was the only veteran in that match that was able to put somebody over.
Yeah.
So, ooh, man. So 2 for Adam Cole, 2 for Pat McAfee. That one, wow. Okay. Next up is the NXT Women's Championship match. Io Shirai defends. Finally, she's on a takeover as the champion. She's defending against Dakota Kai with Raquel Gonzalez. This one to me sounds like an easy victory here for Io Shirai, but I see a great match out of these 2. So, anybody want to go here?
I'll go. Io Shirai.
Acai moonsault for the win. I see.
Actually, you know what?
Shirai,
I wouldn't even. Go ahead.
Io Shirai, but I can also see the breakup of those 2.
Oh yeah, I heard something. Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday. The breakup of Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. The reason I think I wouldn't go with the moonsault though for a win though. Mm-hmm. I would actually have Dakota Kai pass out to that submission move that she passed Candice LeRae out to.
Okay.
Just so that way you can keep Dakota Kai looking strong without her taking a pinfall loss and losing. And her actually tapping out.
I like tapping out, yeah.
But it's actually a smart move.
What I see, my prediction, this is probably gonna throw all of you guys off. I'm going with Dakota Kai with the Candice LeRae interfering, costing Io the match. They're trying to keep Io from going back to Japan with Kyrie. What better way to do that is immediately. This is going to tie into my SummerSlam predictions as well, so I'll save that for later.
I know. To me, I think...
Me and Matt talked about this on Twitter. He knows what I mean.
I mean, to me, if they would want to keep her as the champion if they want to keep her in WWE. I'm just saying.
And based on what happened on NXT, I think Candice is going after Tegan, not Io.
Yeah, because that looks exactly what they're going to be doing. They're going to be feeding Tegan and Candice.
Unless they want to combine all 4 women together in a massive fatal 4-way.
I can see them doing that. I mean,
Tegan, Candice, and Dakota, all for the women's championship. That way, at least Io doesn't have to be pinned to lose the title.
Thing is, I don't know. I think Io may be keeping. I think Io may have the title for a while.
I hope so. I hope my prediction is wrong.
It seems like see what I think they do is if Rhea Ripley doesn't get called up again, I can see them doing Rhea and Io Mania weekend next year. Okay, now it's time for the main event. It's Keith Lee defending the NXT Championship against Karrion Kross with Scarlett Bordeaux. This one seems like a Karrion Kross win for me. If
they have this man lose so damn early into his NXT run, this will be a shitstorm on Twitter.
Because and Adam Blumpley said this perfectly on the Wrestle Talk predictions. They didn't feed Tommaso Ciampa to Karrion Kross just for him to lose the NXT Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just feed somebody like Tommaso Ciampa to Karrion Kross and then not give him the title.
And at this point, it would have made like Adam Cole losing pointless. Yes. Because if Karrion Kross were to lose to Keith Lee, what did I say about Adam Cole's loss to Keith Lee in the title for title match?
I mean,
because obviously if he were still champion going up against Karrion Kross, that was going to be a squash match of epic proportions just to get Karrion Kross the title.
And I also think this is it for Keith Lee in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's going to happen here is maybe some shenanigans. Well, maybe not, depending on who they're going to do shenanigans with. But I think it's going to be a cross jacket for the win. Karrion Kross will make him pass out so he doesn't actually tap out.
Yep.
And Karrion Kross is going to be your new NXT, I'm going to say women's champion.
I can picture Scarlett Bordeaux as NXT Women's Champion. Power couple.
Oh, before I forget, Io Shirai, I picked Io Shirai to win the match. Okay, but But Karrion Kross. Here's what I think they're going to do with this. Immediately after this, they're going to feud. They're going to build Finn Balor back up. It's good, and they're going to feud those two together. We're going to see the return of the Demon, and this is the match that they're going to have. Kross bury the Demon completely, and we never see it again.
Have the Demon have his second loss on record.
Yep, and
for NXT TakeOvers and WWE pay-per-views.
And if there's anybody that should beat the Demon again, it's Karrion Kross.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my prediction.
The last person who beat the Demon is now on Raw commentary, unfortunately.
All right, Kross, who do you got here for this match?
Karrion Kross all the way.
Wow.
I'm predicting this match to go at least 10 to 12 minutes, which is kind of short for a title match. But we don't know the extent of Karrion Kross's stamina in the ring against Keith Lee. For all we know, it could be a hard-hitting match.
I mean, he went 15 minutes with Eddie Edwards in the hardcore match. I'm just throwing it out there. And also went 20 minutes with John Moxley. So.
And he still got in trouble with management and Impact for the Eddie Edwards match, from what I heard.
Listen, they didn't. The fact that they didn't ever give this guy a world title in Impact is a shame.
Yeah, it's a crime. It's a crime.
All right.
But I'll go Karrion Kross. Maximum 15 minutes. Maximum 15-minute match.
All right, Mike, what do you got? Who you got?
Yeah, I got Karrion Kross as well. By passing out Keith Lee.
You don't want you don't want Keith Lee looking like just like getting him Keith Lee tapping out just wouldn't seem fair, or him getting pinned. Passing out is probably the best option they do. And who knows? Maybe Ciampa stays around and feuds with Karrion Kross. We don't know. But I do think Ciampa is the leader of the Retribution faction. But
yep.
Aaron, who you got?
It's a shocker. It's Karrion Kross and Keith Lee's passing out.
It's a shocker. Yeah,
Shocker.
it's kind of. I can see Scarlett distracting Keeley, which I mean, who wouldn't be distracted by Scarlett?
The only issue I have is where's Mia Yim in this?
I mean, have you seen Scarlett's bikini shoots? Seriously.
You know, I would have like said.
It's very distracting anyway.
I don't know. I mean, Aaron, we're talking about this leading up to this match, and like, it would be weird. It would be. I wouldn't be shocked if they went after, because Kross had that promo saying, everyone you like, it's not like if you something about. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's something along the lines of, if you don't
care about what.
Yeah, if you don't give me what I want, and you want the hard way, you're not gonna like it, or basically.
And then went on a murder spree.
And I was like, does that mean he's gonna attack Mia Yim? And I was so upset that they didn't do that at all. Like, that would have been perfect. But you know what? I can see Mia Yim coming out.
They're promoting male on female balance with Braun Strowman, The Fiend, and Alexa Bliss. So why not Mia Yim at this point?
I think Mia Yim's gonna try to come out and help, and I think Mia Yim's gonna throw in the towel.
Oh God!
No!
That'll make him look a tad bit weak.
Who?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It'll make me look a little bit weak, and it might make both men look weak at that.
Or they tried to do what the same spot they did with Dijak, which I prefer them doing that.
Oh, the Rocky ending.
Yeah, I'd rather them do that than throw in the towel thing. You know. Mia Yim tried to get them this quit, and Keith Lee's like no, and then and Keith Lee just gets murdered. So basically
I remember a match from New Japan where it was Okada and Omega. Cody wanted to throw in the towel on Omega's favor, but the Bucks stopped him from throwing in the towel.
Was that this, like the little tease of them trying to break them up or something?
Yeah, that was Dominion match from like
that was like 2015.
2017.
Well, 2017? Okay.
Yeah,
because then they did that match in one of those Ring of Honor shows, right?
It was G1 USA, Cow Palace.
It was one of those. They also did one in one of those Ring of Honor shows. I'm not sure which one it was, but anyways.
Yeah.
So
that has been Final Battle.
So that's TakeOver. It's a lot of people are not that excited for it. I can understand why. NXT has been kind of been off and on as of late, ever since the pandemic stuff. I mean, now if we can get levels of the Great American Bash that we did for NXT, then we might be a great show. I mean, the last show was okay. I mean, the main event of last TakeOver was my favorite thing on the night, just because Io Shirai finally is NXT Women's Champion. Obvious. So, but that's TakeOver.
Should have pinned the wrong woman, but still NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, you know, let's be real. We knew Charlotte was not going to fucking take the pin. So, all right, let's go over to the next night, which is SummerSlam. I like to call it that. Which is going to be finally not in the PC.
Yep.
I have to talk about this first. The Thunderdome looks like shit. There, I said it.
Complete garbage.
Oh my God!
$125 to have a meet and greet for 2 minutes.
I'm like,
seriously?
I'm like the crowd I saw, the little images I've seen. I know it was a test run, but that's gonna be a bit distracting to me. How am I supposed to watch Asuka and Sasha Banks wrestle a 20-minute classic with all these fucking weirdos on the screen?
For all we know, there could be somebody like really like messing with the camera and start like choking the monkey, choking the chicken at some point during the match. I wouldn't put it past them.
like how you used the term "choking the monkey." I've never heard that one before. But
I meant choking the chicken. It's choking the chicken and spanking the monkey. It's masturbation, people. Get over it.
Yeah.
All right. So a match. So no matches are currently set for the pre-show, but I think two.
There goes the monetization for that.
Hey, look, I'm not monetizing this fucking video, anyways. So one of the matches I think is going to be moved to the pre-show, which I think it might be, is the the Raw Tag Team title match between the Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Andrade, which I like to call them Selena Vega's Gang of Sexy Men.
Okay.
I think. Listen, the Street Profits are not doing it for me on the main roster. They've ruined them completely.
No. I'm in the same boat as you.
I loved the Street Profits when they were in NXT, and now they've just made them into another main roster act.
They ruined them for me when they started doing Saturday Night Live skits on Monday Night Raw. That was it for me. That was a straw breaking the camel's back.
So I'm going with Angel Garza and Andrade for the win here. Also, given the fact that basically the Street Profits kind of won with their single matches on Raw the other night. So.
Yep.
All right. So who do you got and why, guys? Whoever wants to go first.
I'm going with a win for the Zelina Vega's Big Sexy Mexicans.
Wow.
Yes, I'm going that far. Which will, for me, this ties into what I think, leading to Angelo Dawkins pretty much saying that he was the one who poisoned Montez for the breakup of the Street Profits.
Oh, so you think that?
Why would he be smiling so much and just to make? Why would he be smiling so much and then wait until close to the end of the show to say that Montez Ford was poisoned by Zelina?
Oh, because he wanted the smoke. I mean that.
I still think that the way he was smiling so much from what I saw on YouTube, because I was working all week until this morning.
Right.
I think Montez Ford did it.
I mean,
and he's trying to
we got number 7.
cover his ass at this point.
We got the 7 overall pick. Basketball. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about this is, I made the joke when he had got poisoned. I said it looks like Montez Ford has had a little too much of the smoke. But that's interesting. The Angelo Dawkins thing. I guess.
Mike, at one point he was smiling for no reason. Then he kept saying. Then he started talking about wanting the smoke. For and people wondering what the hell is he talking about? He's talking about you know what you did.
All right, well, Mike, who do you got and why?
This is for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zelina. It's Zelina's people.
Yeah, Andrade and Angel Garza.
I'm going with them. Yeah, I think we need to get these titles off of the Street Profits.
Now that I think about it, even though if they do take them off the Street Profits, there are no other tag teams on Raw for them to face.
There isn't.
They've already beat the Viking Raiders at this point.
And the Viking Raiders are apparently now MMA fighters.
Same night.
And now they're apparently MMA fighters, so I don't fucking know what's going on.
I don't know what Ivar is doing with them turkey legs or how he materializes them out of thin air.
He's the fucking Jedi of the turkey leg now.
For all we know, he could be stealing all them turkey legs from catering.
Titus Catering, they, a lot of stuff going on in Titus Catering. So, Aaron, who you got?
I am in complete agreement with Kratos. I think Dawkins is costing the titles.
Oh, Dawkins costing. I didn't see that one coming there.
I did say that. I think he poisoned Ford.
Yeah.
Strong and Pete Dunne against Undisputed Era.
What about Pete Dunne, Roderick?
It will look like they're about to win, but then Dawkins attacks Ford.
So okay.
Like when Strong attacked Dunne when they were bitter and heartache.
Now here's my question.
It's done with forearm. Yeah.
The question is, do we see Bianca Belair in this match?
She might get involved.
I'd say she'll chase back Vega when Vega tries to get involved, and then they'll be out of the match for altogether.
So that's what. So all right. So I
think once Vega is chased to the back by Belair, that's when Dawkins turns on Ford.
Yeah, right. Exactly, because he has every right to know because she's not there.
All right. So we all got Andrade and Angel Garza. So go. All right. So now the next match is the United States Championship match. Of course, we know Bobby Trashley and Shelton Benjamin have been banned from ringside. Not like he would have been made the difference at ringside anyway. It's a
so the U.S. catering title match. Got it.
It's a match I think is going to be on the pre-show too. Apollo Crews versus MVP. MVP does not need another championship at his age at all. I think what they're going to do is Apollo Crews is going to win here, and then at Payback, Bobby Lashley is going to take the title from Apollo Crews.
That makes sense. But either way,
not that I don't really give a shit about this match anyway.
I think the whole situation with the Hurt Business and Apollo Crews, they should have just had it like this. Just me had to film the entire catering at this point. and keep it away from SummerSlam and just put it on an episode of Raw. What happened during the pre-show with those two? It's just ridiculous.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Lashley pin Mustafa Ali on Raw?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here's what I think is going to happen. Once Lashley wins the title from Backlash at Payback, I think they're going. If they, I hope they do. I think they're going to feud him and Ali, and I think and I think they should. I think Ali should be the one to take the title off of Bobby Lashley.
I can see that, but think about it this way:
you have to care about Mustafa Ali, though.
Bobby Lashley has been, in my eyes, a catering lieutenant before this dang Hurt Business faction.
Like, this is the guy who got rolled up by 24/7 champion, and people want him
when the WWE title was on the fucking line,
and he wants a match with Brock Lesnar. Just throwing that out there.
He wanted a match with Brock Lesnar when he came back. That's what I heard he was promised.
All right, Mike, who you got?
I'm going with Apollo.
Ooh, interesting. Why Apollo?
Yeah.
It's probably the same reason we all said.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah.
Well, MVP really doesn't need it, man. He could just manage the Hurt Business and still be good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the same MVP that said, hey, I'm going to retire after this match with Rey Mysterio on Raw.
And then signs another 3-year deal, 3 or 5 year deal with the company.
And then has a championship match on the pay-per-view in 2020.
Yep.
All right, Aaron, who do you got? I'm going to go with Apollo Crews. I'm just guessing on that one.
It's the same as you, Apollo, and then he's losing it to Lashley at Payback.
And then Lashley most probably going to lose to Ali. Oh, fucking God.
You know my prediction. I want this whole thing filmed in catering at this point. It's stupid.
The one cinematic match on SummerSlam. No. So that's the match. Those are the two matches I think it's going to be on the pre-show. Now onto the main card. The match I think is going to actually open SummerSlam. It's Bayley versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's one of two of Asuka's road to kind of 2 belts. Mm-hmm. I think Bayley's winning here. It makes no sense for Asuka to actually win this match. I think Sasha's going to help here, and it's going to influence her match later on with Asuka. And also I have a prediction here that once Asuka loses here, she could come back later on the night as somebody completely different.
As Kana, I see.
Kind of ruin my prediction there, but that's fine.
I understand what you mean, because you did say Kana 2 belts before your prediction. Anyway.
Anyways, Aaron, who you got?
I've got Bayley and I've got Sasha helping her again.
It seems like the across the board of what's going to happen here. Mike, the same prediction here?
What match is this again?
Asuka Bayley.
Yeah, Bayley.
Because it doesn't make sense for Asuka to win here, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense for later on, though.
Right. Yeah.
So Mike, what do you got, and how do you think Sasha's going to play a part in this match?
I think she oversteps a little bit and costs the match.
What, for Asuka?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's that. We might as well get this one out of the way here, so we don't have to worry about it. Sasha Bayley. Sasha Asuka. Here's where I think is Sasha's gonna try to help. Here's where I think Bayley's gonna try to help Asuka or Sasha, and it's gonna fuck it up. And Asuka, who's gonna be coming back, who in my opinion is gonna bring in a little bit of Kana into here and win the Raw Women's Championship. Then, I don't know if they're gonna do it at Payback. I think they would wait, but I think they're gonna eventually set up the feud between her and Shayna Baszler for the Women's Championship. That's going to be the main Raw title program for the women.
I'm predicting, and don't kill me for this, I'm predicting, because we've seen her come back against actual MMA fighters.
Oh, God. No.
Oh, God.
I'm predicting Sasha to retain, to feud with Shayna and Nia Jax at this point, because they're pushing them both, and they're Shayna and Nia are in somewhat of a feud. If you think about it, they're in somewhat of a feud, even though she's supposed to be suspended.
But what happens to Asuka, though?
Like I was saying, Asuka can beat Bayley. I didn't get my prediction, but Asuka can beat Bayley. She can lose to Sasha at the cost of Shayna and Nia interfering, making it a possible no contest. Just do something.
Here's the thing, though.
But
they took the title off of Asuka for no reason, though. You would think that they would want to put the title back on her because they know how pissed off the fans were.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And based on Stephanie was the one who made that decision, I think we might see. Like, this is where I said, don't kill me for this. I think we might see Stephanie back in the ring against Sasha Banks at some point, which will really kill the ratings.
Yep. Yeah, that's what we need.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what we need.
That's really bad. I can see that happening.
That's why I said, don't kill me for this prediction.
That's what we need. A McMahon in the ring in 2020.
Because that's what Vince will think. Stephanie, sweet daughter, go in that ring and teach that black blue-haired woman a lesson.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, that'll piss off all the BLM people watching.
Well,
even though I'm black.
Well, since you brought up hair, let's talk about the hair versus hair match between Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. One of the better build stories on SmackDown.
I didn't get my prediction.
I don't know on this one because they really like Sonya Deville. Like, they really like Sonya Deville.
And plus, Mandy's been cutting her hair off dated every different, SmackDown. She's had shorter and shorter hair. She's even posted a picture on Twitter calling herself, giving herself the soccer mom hashtag.
And then, but then again, they also like Mandy Rose.
Because she's blonde.
This is a tough one for me. Like, I'm not a big Mandy Rose person, but she has come into her own in this whole entire thing with Mandy Rose. I mean Sonya Deville. Yep. And Sonya Deville is ever since they broke her away from Mandy Rose, she's been one of the best things on SmackDown.
Yep. Minus a few losses to the military mother.
I'm gonna go with Sonya Deville on here. I can see Sonya Deville. I don't. See, because here's the thing. I don't know who they're gonna build for Bayley after. Oh, actually, they're gonna build Sasha. Never mind. I can see after Sasha wins the title from Bayley, and then they build her and Mandy Rose, Sonya and Sasha as a title feud down the road. I can see that, but my prediction here is Sonya Deville.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, my prediction for the other match, I have Shayna Baszler coming out and chasing away Bayley, leading to the Payback tag team match.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I can see Asuka beating Sasha.
Yeah.
And second of all, Sonya Deville is the heel. I can see her bald more than I can see Mandy, and I can see Sonya just taking the razor, straight eyes, doing it herself.
Oh, so you mean like pulling a chavo from Bash to the Beach?
Yep.
Wow. Ooh. I know it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a little different though to see Sonya Deville because I really like her with the long hair now. So.
Yeah, I know, but she look like a fucking badass with bald hair, or like bald. She just looks more dominant.
Yeah, I guess.
I think her girlfriend would like it too, because
Probably,
knows. Yeah.
That's a good point, actually.
All right, Kross, who do you got?
I'm going with Mandy winning because she's cut most of her hair off already. And Sonya, like Aaron said, I think she would look pretty cool with no hair and still kicking ass. Imagine the SmackDown women's locker room. How embarrassed would it be for them to say, "Oh, I got my ass kicked by a bald woman who just lost the hair versus hair match"?
Oh man. Oh.
I can see that.
Am I? Yeah. All right, Mike. Who you got?
Yeah, I got Mandy Rose on this one. Sonya Deville looked way better with no hair.
Interesting.
And yeah.
Now if Sonya wins, I don't think anyone's gonna be disappointed in that. So.
Nope.
No.
Sorry. So that one was kind of.
I think Otis will be though.
Yeah. Well, fuck Otis. All right. He's kind of.
Who knows? He might interfere in the match at this point.
I keep
If
forgetting.
you have him to beat the Fiend, I swear to Jesus.
I keep forgetting he's that briefcase holder. Well, now that you brought him up, actually we'll save that. The in-ring debut of Walter Jr. Dominik Mysterio versus Seth Rollins in a street fight. I'm going with Seth Rollins here.
Have you guys seen his ring gear that was designed by somebody on Instagram?
I have not seen it yet. I read the weight.
Someone tagged Rey Mysterio and it mentioned that he was playing with that Dominik was with his son.
Wait, Dominik has a son?
Playing now in Japan 13 years ago. No, this guy's son was playing. His son was playing with Dominik 13 years ago in Tokyo.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so he was inspired to make this. I don't know if it's ring gear or a mask at this point, though. It could be it could be tights, but it also could be a mask.
I don't know.
It had PM on the side.
Because Rey Mysterio.
Dominik Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio said he wants Dominik to wear the wrestling mask. Just keep tradition. But yeah, I got Seth Rollins here. I know. I don't.
Then again, I could see Dominik winning this match. He's my prediction to win it because he had some training with Rey Mysterio a couple years ago when he was doing a cartwheel moonsault with his dad, with Rey recording it.
You know, I'm gonna go with somebody else. Somebody brought this up the other day, either yesterday or the day before. I can see Aleister Black helping helping Seth Rollins and turn heel.
I brought it up when we were watching NXT.
I think I actually might have to agree with Aaron here. I think Seth Rollins is gonna win with the help of Aleister Black.
All right.
Because, to be fair, if we're being honest here, Dominik didn't really help Aleister Black when he was getting beat up.
And also, Aleister Black didn't help him when he was getting those 40-something kendo stick shots was back in chest.
Well, Aleister Black's currently in the middle of I guess a repackaging, so it wouldn't have made sense anyway.
Yep.
So, personally, I wouldn't mind a heel Aleister Black. I just think I would love to see a Sumerian Death Squad type Aleister Black, him doing his own faction of something, you know. But yeah, there's my pick. Seth Rollins with the help of Aleister Black.
Aleister Black, yeah.
Now here's another thing I didn't think about. This could also have Rollins could also lose with the help of Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy may turn on Seth.
We could see Austin Theory return from whatever he's dealing with as well.
Because if you notice this for the past few weeks, Murphy's kind of on the edge of if he actually wants to do what Rollins bidding.
Hesitant recently.
Yeah.
Like you used to see him, he didn't want to do the eye gouge to Aleister Black.
Yeah.
So, So who knows?
There's also the possibility of Samoa Joe interfering from the commentator desk.
Oh, I love Samoa Joe.
I don't know.
And here's an idea for Retribution. Austin Theory hasn't tweeted a damn thing since June.
Well, here's the thing, though, that...
What if he's a member?
The thing with the Retribution thing, if I remember the thing I heard, it's nobody on the main roster. So, it's mostly...
Apparently, two of the identities have been revealed somehow.
Well, I know, it's the people who are on SmackDown is Jesse Camara and Santana Garrett. But that's new. But come to find out, the people you are currently seeing on Raw and SmackDown are not going to end up being the people that's going to be revealed. So, it's
being honest, I don't even think WWE know who are in Retribution at this point.
I do think I think the leader's going to be Tommaso Ciampa. You guys need Jai Jack, Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano. I don't know who else would be in it. So, but those are
they did say it was like 5 people, right? 5 or 6 people.
Well, there was more on SmackDown, so.
Oh Jesus.
So,
there was 5 on Raw, and then there was 5 on SmackDown the first week. But the second week when they were in the ring with Big E, there was 7 around the ring.
So, Mike, who do you got here for this street fight?
I would love to see Dominik win, but that would never happen.
No, I wouldn't mind. I hope he gets a great showing, though. I think he will get a great showing because Seth Rollins can make anybody look good. So.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping he can have a great showing too. I just wish that he put on a little bit more weight so he can look like a wrestler. But nonetheless, Seth Rollins is going to win this.
How do you think he's going to win it though?
I mean, there's different ways. You can, like you said, you got the Aleister Black thing. Right. Aleister Black could help Seth. Can help Seth out. Okay. And then you got his disciple, Buddy Murphy, too. And then Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, imagine the Rey Mysterio comes like, fuck you, son, I'm going to the dark side. That'd be funny. That'd be actually hilarious if they did that. I'd actually pop for that. So, alright, so, Aaron, who do you got?
I have the same reason you said. Aleister Black will turn heel. But I also said it's a possibility of a clean win for Rollins, but Ray coming out to stop a post-match attack from him and Murphy.
Well, he's
into a tag match.
But the thing is, Mysterio is going to be already out there.
Yeah, I know. Oh. But I'd say he might be taken out early from Murphy and then come back in.
Yeah, good point, I guess.
Yeah.
I do see them doing a tag match, though.
He's the hero after all, isn't he? How many times has he done that in wrestling?
Yeah, I do see them doing a tag match at Payback, though, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got Rollins, right?
I got Rollins, yeah.
Okay. Kratos,
I got Dominik. Okay. Dominik, based on the fact that I mentioned his ring gear, and he did a cartwheel moonsault on camera. This was actually documented. He bounced off the ropes, did a cartwheel moonsault onto this little padding in the middle of the ring, like a standing cartwheel moonsault almost.
That don't mean anything. Pat McAfee did moves off the top rope, so what does it matter?
True.
Lana can do a moonsault. Lana can't fucking wrestle.
Plus, he also showed off some wrestling when Rey Mysterio was wrestling Brock Lesnar in that Street Fight at last year's Survivor Series.
But
Brock Splash 619.
I mean, but that's all he did, though.
True.
He's very good at it, though.
Yeah, I guess. Mm-hmm. All right, so
his execution for the frog splash is a little bit
it's a little bit off,
questionable.
Well, he was wearing pants and sweatshirt,
a hoodie, yeah.
So,
although I think he should just stick to the normal splash that Ray used to do, because I think the frog splash is now Montez's thing.
Yep.
Nobody can do a frog splash like Montez Ford.
Well, let's be honest. Nobody can do a frog splash like Eddie Guerrero.
RVD.
That's fair enough.
RVD.
Now that's a match I would have loved to have seen back in the day.
I think
RVD versus Eddie.
I'm pretty sure RVD
for the WWE title.
I was about to say that match has happened already.
I meant for the WWE title.
I was like, what are you talking about? That match happened for the Intercontinental Championship on Raw in a ladder match. So it's half and half for us, right?
Yep.
Or is it who somebody's already?
Well, I think you three picked
Okay, gotcha.
picked Seth. I picked Dominik.
All right, now it's time for the two main events here. We got the Blue Universal Championship. We got Braun Strowman, then I guess the newly healed Braun. I don't fucking know anymore. Braun Strowman.
I think Alexa Bliss is like is going to turn like heel on Braun, help the Fiend win. That's my prediction, hands down.
Is it really turning heel though? Because Braun was pretty heelish on SmackDown.
True, he did put Alexa Bliss in a gorilla press and just let her fall in front of him.
And then Fiend made the save.
And speaking of the Fiend, as his opponent here tonight, the Fiend has to win this. You cannot rebuild him back up after losing to
Oldberg.
Yeah, and then just not have him win the championship back, which he should have never lost. I do agree with a lot of people saying the Fiend shouldn't be in the title picture right now, but whose fault is that?
Vince and Bruce.
To be fair, they did. I don't think they expected the Fiend to get as over as he was and popular as he was, and that's what. I just want to see how that works.
They only had to lose to Goldberg for clicks on like social media. That was it.
But,
that was their reason.
But yeah, so it's gonna be. So I think the Fiends are gonna win here. I do think, like everybody else was just thinking, that Alexa Bliss is gonna help Fiend win, and and I think Braun Strowman is gonna join Bray Wyatt after this, and I think they're not gonna call. I don't think they're gonna call it the Wyatt family anymore because that's just old. That's the old thing.
Yeah, too old.
I said you could call this the Dark Carnival, and what you could do here,
I like that.
and you can have Alexa Bliss as, I guess you can call her Abigail if you want to. That's fine. You have the Fiend as the leader. You have Braun Strowman. Then you bring in Jeff Hardy as Willow, and then I can see them having the Fiend target Joseph Parks and turning him into Abyss, and he joins the Dark Carnival.
I guess since you mentioned Jeff Hardy, can we just say we're all expecting AJ Styles to win that match now?
Oh, and tomorrow on SmackDown?
No. Yeah, tomorrow on SmackDown.
I'm about to say, I'm like, I mean, maybe.
I think AJ has to win.
Who knows? But
I really want AJ versus Abyss.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Oh man.
Joseph Parks. No, it'd be AJ versus Joseph Parks. Which is weird. Which is weird because on the bump yesterday, they tried to pretend like AJ and Joseph Parks didn't know each other.
That's what I'm saying. They're building up to it.
I'm like, he didn't find him on the street. He's known him for like 15 years.
Somewhere north of 15, 20 years, yeah.
Oh man. So I got Bray Wyatt winning here as the Fiend. I don't know how. I think I think he's gonna try like Alexa's gonna try to confuse Braun, and instead of hitting the man up claw, I think he's gonna do the same way he beat Seth for the title. He's gonna do the man up claw, then Sister Abigail 1, 2, 3, and the Fiend wins, and then we get a live stick. No, no, but but yeah.
I can picture Bliss kissing the Fiend though. I can picture that Bliss kisses the Fiend on the mask.
So there you go. The Fiend wins with the help of Alexa Bliss. Who do you got, Aaron, and why? Probably the same reason.
I have the Fiend with the help of Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Now,
same as me.
Yep. Now, before we continue this, what part does Nikki Cross play into this? That's another one I didn't think about. That's a good one right there, right?
That was a good point. Maybe she could try to snap Alexa Bliss out of it
the week after and try and reason with Alexa, only to lead to them at a payback.
I mean, because I can also see Nikki Cross joining the Dark Carnival as well. Well, I think she'd be a perfect fit for that.
Yeah, she had. I seriously think Nikki Cross is better as a freaking heel myself. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I don't know if this would be. I mean, it could be. I don't know if this faction would be heel or. I don't know. I don't know what they would do there, but that's my prediction here. Mike, who do you got here?
Kross is going back to NXT.
Oh, over in the draft?
Yeah.
I don't know because they really like her on the main roster.
Here's an idea.
So
I just thought of this. What if not only Bliss interferes to cost Braun the match, but while Kross is trying to reason with Bliss about her decision making, Killian Dane sides with the Fiend for the Dark Carnival instead of Braun. Get all four of those guys and gals.
Now that I think about it, actually, it wouldn't make sense for Braun to join if he's going to be a heel and they're going to try to do this babyface faction with Fiend.
Yep.
And also, Killian Dane is doing fuck all in NXT as well.
Exactly.
I was all for Killian Dane go back to NXT, but like
match with Drake Maverick of all people just to get Adam Cole to put a promo on Pac.
The two notable things Killian Dane has done since going back to NXT is a triple threat match at TakeOver War Games. So you fought Adam Cole the next night, and
a street fight with that Matt Riddle.
And then a street fight with Matt Riddle that should have been on TakeOver. So that's all he's done. I feel bad because his previous run in NXT with Sanity was fantastic, but
yes, the main roster run was horrible,
yeah,
and it caused a lot of issues to me.
Lost to the Miz.
Yeah, they all lost to the Miz at once. So there's that. With that, Mike, who do you got here?
Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, Alexa Bliss helps. Nikki Cross tries to probably apologize and then gets murdered in the process. I
wonder if they tried to do that the Nikki Cross bit like sometime during the show. I think they will do that because that way Cross doesn't know what she's gonna do. Like Bliss is gonna do. Is she gonna side with the Fiend or what? Because we don't. Yeah. Bliss may not get involved. We don't know.
For all we know, they could pull that on SmackDown tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what they're gonna do. So I think I heard Kratos basically say the same thing. Bliss helps Fiend win the Universal Championship.
Yep.
Okay,
yeah.
So there's that. We got Fiend. That one kind of was easy to call, but who knows? This is WWE.
Too easy at this point.
The main event which I'm surprised that for finally the main event of a pay-per-view is the WWE Championship.
Yep.
Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This is actually a really good story that they've been building, sort of. This is not an easy prediction here.
I've seen so many podcasters try to call this one, saying that Randy Orton needs to win because he can't lose because he won the greatest wrestling match ever.
And then Drew McIntyre can't lose because he hasn't really had any incredible threats for the title yet. This is difficult here.
I heard a report, I don't know how credible it is, but someone said that Ric Flair was done with WWE after that punt kick the next night. There was a report going around that he was done with WWE.
I think they just don't want him around because of the liability of the COVID stuff.
Well, yeah, his wife, his recent wife had tested positive for COVID, and yet he's still walking around with no damn mask.
All right, this might be controversial here. I think Retribution is going to get involved in this match. Just something tells me that Retribution is, and if they want to reveal themselves here, I think Retribution is going to cost Randy Orton the WWE Championship, and it being revealed to be Tommaso Ciampa, the one to cost Randy Orton the match.
I like that.
Because
I mean, I don't know about a match being thrown out for the main event, because Randy Orton already had last year's SummerSlam match for the WWE title against Kofi fucking Kingston be a count out.
Like Brock Lesnar busted open Randy Orton and he threw the match out. I'm just saying.
Yep, true.
In the main event.
And then Brock got F5'd Shane, but that was supposed to lead to a WrestleMania match between Shane and Lesnar. Brock's the one who said no.
Isn't that the same year that they said, fuck it, we might as well just do Goldberg?
Yes.
I believe so, right?
Yeah, that was 2016. Yeah, 2016.
Yeah, because I think
they wanted to suspend Brock for $500.
Oh yeah, see the good thing they changed the Goldberg because that was a much better match at WrestleMania they went with.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Retribution may get involved, but then again, I don't know. This is really hard. But if I had to pick an actual winner here, I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre.
If he does retain, of course. I'm going with Orton. With the possibility of Retribution actually coming out as well.
Because they're gonna make their presence known somehow on this show.
Yep.
Like you can't just not have, because they kind of just did were there the beginning of Raw and just left.
I mean, remember the SmackDown on Fox tweet that they had just a few days ago.
Yeah, it's Oh, P.S. Don't
Raw had SmackDown's colors, NXT had Raw's colors, and SmackDown had the NXT colors.
That was weird.
I think that might be a Retribution thing or a continuation of the SmackDown hacker storyline.
Yeah, no,
who knows?
I don't think they're bringing back the SmackDown hacker storyline. Plus, the guy who was supposed to be the hacker is on Raw now. So.
Yep. They also had a Mustafa Ali. No shit. I'm thinking Xavier Woods, who's still out on injury.
So, Mike, who do you got here in this match? It's tough. It's tough call, though, isn't it?
Yeah, very tough. I mean, I could see Randy Orton winning just off of the sheer fact that he has a lot of momentum and story that's been building and all of that stuff. But I can also see Drew McIntyre retaining because, number one, the credible matches that he hasn't had yet with the WWE Championship.
Yeah, the only credible match he's actually had is when he won the title.
Right. And that was what?
Well, no, that's not true. Not true. He did beat Seth. That was actually a credible match. But other than that, that's about it.
Yeah. Okay.
So somewhere between 4 to 5 months ago, yeah. April, if we're starting there, it's been 4 months since April, but 5 months total.
I mean, I can see it.
I wouldn't say his match at Extreme Rules with Ziggler was bad. It was actually a really enjoyable match.
Yeah, but who's Dolph Ziggler, though?
Yeah, I know what
you're saying. At this point, who is Dolph Ziggler?
But the actual match itself was really good.
Well, yeah,
the one-sided Extreme Rules match. I've seen enough of that on frickin' WWE games. The people who can make it right, at least.
That's fair enough.
So I was like, I mean, I can see if Orton wins it, I kind of want, if they go to do the Brand versus Bray thing at Survivor Series, I kind of want to see Bray Wyatt get his win back against Randy Orton if they do that.
That's an idea.
Maybe. I don't know.
At that point, you might as well just cancel the brand split, though. Have one world champion for both brands or something.
No, I mean just do when they're doing Survivor Series, brand versus brand.
Ah, okay.
Oh my!
I can see that.
But imagine this match. Imagine if McIntyre keeps the title, and we said that we all said Karrion Kross wins and Bray Wyatt wins. Imagine this match at Survivor Series: Karrion Kross versus the Fiend versus Drew McIntyre.
Jesus.
I can see that.
I don't want them to
How about this one?
I just don't want them to do it, though.
How about this one? Undisputed Era versus the side versus the Greater Good, depending on if House of Black does go heel. 6-man tag to open up the show.
Yeah, I guess. That all going to depend on where Undisputed Era is by the time Survivor Series comes in.
Good point, yeah.
Okay, so, Aaron, who do you got and why?
I have Retribution getting involved, but it's a clean win for McIntyre. They alluded to it on Raw when Orton punted Ric Flair with the flashing lights.
And Charlotte Flair, no.
I think when he's going for the punt kick, the lights started flashing, but when they come back on, he gets hit by a Claymore.
That's actually cool.
I like that.
It's a pretty cool idea.
Then he can go onto Raw and complain about what's happening and not know answers, and then the next major pay-per-view is revealed as Ciampa.
I mean, I would still end the show with Retribution after McIntyre wins, and then you do the beatdown with the.
They don't reveal themselves just yet.
Yeah, just don't reveal themselves yet. I mean,
I can just like picture so many like people watching from the Thunderdome. Cue Tina Turner, please. Just like watching all of these matches, and the crazier ones get their mics cut off, but their cameras cut off because they're too busy. They're too busy doing other things. With when it comes to the Bayley Asuka match, the Sasha Asuka match, and whatever Bliss does in the ring.
I mean,
at this point, you might as well just cancel all the cameras and Thunderdome crap.
Like, the Thunderdome still looks ridiculous to me, but yeah. So I guess. So who do we all got? So I got McIntyre. Do we all got McIntyre?
I got Orton. I got Orton winning based on like Retribution coming out and Ciampa revealing to be the leader.
And Max also got Randy.
I can picture Ciampa being the one to like give him the fairy tale ending.
Like the reason I say, like the reason I think it's Ciampa as the leader. I don't know if you guys remember this when Ciampa was on SmackDown a few months ago, when he interrupted the Miz.
Orton was giving crap for.
He said on the promo is like, you are everything that is wrong with WWE. As you think you are the A show, I am the show, and you're just playing actor.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, that makes sense. Retribution is like.
And when he also brought then when Finn Balor actually came back to NXT, he said, "I would like to welcome you to the main roster."
Oh no, it was the OC when they came down. That was the OC they were talking to.
I thought that was Finn Balor when Finn Balor came back to NXT.
Finn Balor came out when after Adam Cole beat. But anyways, here this SummerSlam and TakeOver predictions here. I'm sort of looking forward to both shows. I'm kind of curious how this Thunderdome's gonna look. Maybe.
Oh crap!
What?
Dynamite's also during TakeOver.
Well, I'm not watching Dynamite.
Good point. I don't know who will be at this point. I'm gonna have TakeOver playing on my phone while I play Destiny 2.
So
it starts an hour early.
But
I'll give you one prediction.
Oh, what, Brody Lee winning
Brody Lee walking out as TNT champion.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
That could be a shock. But
yeah, that was.
It's already taped.
Rollins signing with AEW.
I mean, I don't know how true those. I mean, after coming to, a lot of people say those rumors are fake. So that spoiler is fake. So I don't know. So.
Yeah, plus, he was just seen taking a picture with Hikaru Shida where they're both wearing the belt, where they're both wearing each other's belts as well.
Look, that title looks more believable on Shida than does fucking Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
It looks like an actual belt on Cody Rhodes.
Anyway,
women's title.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anyway, that was the predictions for TakeOver and SummerSlam. Thank you guys for joining me on this little prediction show.
Despite the few interruptions on my end.
Yeah. Listen, this is gonna be. Listen, I can edit some of this stuff. Like I'm sort of good at it. Might as well. What do you think is gonna be matches tonight on both nights?
Io and Dakota.
Ooh, interesting.
Io and Dakota.
All right.
For SummerSlam, that's a toss-up because so many of the matches we've seen, half of them almost throughout the entire build.
I do think Sasha.
I don't think anybody's going to be interested in it by then.
I think
for the SummerSlam matches.
Yeah, I think Sasha and Asuka may be the match of the night for SummerSlam, though. Again.
For me, it might be Braun and the Fiend, just depending on where they go with Bliss.
For me, on TakeOver, not. I'm gonna go with I think Kross versus Keith Lee may be the sleeper match.
Even though it's the main event.
Yeah.
Yep. True.
I think because Karrion Kross, I don't think he's going to be able to show his full potential of what he can do yet. So, which I know he's good. You know he's good. They just haven't got to see that yet.
For all we know, they could go 20 minutes, just have a slow build to it.
Yeah. So,
like they did with Rude and Hideo, now known as Kenta.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here. Maybe I might do a review with you guys. I don't know if you guys want to do that. That's fine by me.
I'm down with a review for TakeOver. I just won't be here for SummerSlam because I got to work that night.
Fine by me. Hey, if you guys want to live react to TakeOver, we can do that too.
I might have it playing in my basement as well myself. I got my Xbox in the basement.
That's fine by me. All right, thank you. All right, so where can they find you guys at if you want to plug your Twitters if you want to?
Find me at the same name that he mentioned here, MK3 Kratos. I'm usually on top of most wrestling news. Reason why I say most, Matt, you know what I mean by that. I missed that one video that I tagged you and Joe in. But you can call me at MK3 Kratos if you want like wrestling content, gaming content. I'm restarting up my Twitch channel myself for the gaming content.
And before you continue there, me and Kratos are going to be doing, at some point, we're going to do our universe mode stuff for 2K19 / 2K20. We're going to
it might be all 2K19 for me by then now because of all the problems that there are still ongoing with 2K20. I mean, Aaron said he was playing 2K20 this morning and it crashed on him.
Oh, well, I mean, that's nothing new. Huh?
No, it's really not.
All right, Mike, where can they find you at?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at DetroitBigMike1.
All right.
All right.
And Aaron, where can they find you at if you want the...
You can find me at Twitter at AaronDillon15.
All right. This has been the prediction show. We may do a review on TakeOver. I don't know about SummerSlam. So
I'm definitely not going to be available for SummerSlam because I work at an Amazon warehouse, people. So consider me an essential worker.
Hey, I want you to complain to Amazon and let PayPal to be part of a thing to order. I'm just throwing that out there.
Seriously, I know.
That's a gripe I have with them. All right. We'll see you. I guess we'll see you if we do take over. We'll see you back here for Saturday if you or maybe the next day if I decide to record it. I might record takeover review. But anyways, peace, guys.